I am excited for today's video. So we've got the John Deere ready to go. We're not collecting any sand on the green anymore, so we're gonna cut with the John Deere from here on in, which I'm super excited about. Mate, also, the guys from Eco Lawn have sent me an Eco 250 to be using on the golf green for dusting, for the fairways, for top dressing, for everything. It's gonna be so much better for me and my back because I've had back problems in the past, and with a huge area like this, I am beyond excited. I used one a few years ago at the old property and loved it. So we'll test it out today, do a dusting on the green, just get some stuff done. I'm excited. Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. It is just filling in like crazy at the moment. Ridiculous. Now, to give you guys, to show how much it has filled in, this is the spot that was uber damaged just here. Look at that. It's pretty much filled in, like it is ridiculous. There's a few spots here and there that from a distance they look a little bit yellow, and that's just because we've got new growth pushing through these areas just here. But when you get up close, you can see there's green all throughout it, even the thin spots like this. So it is creeping like crazy at the moment. Holy dooly man, that is thick. Whoa, I did not expect it to look this good when I came down here. Bruh. If the sun was out, it would look even better. So it is going to love a dusting today, a top dress with that Eco 250, so we'll get on to that. First things first though, we're gonna pick up the duck turd because they're still turding away. Look at it. Look at this. Oh, that's a weed. Whoa, watch out. I'll update you guys on the weed situation. So they are looking very sick, as we can see, starting to lose colour. They're all standing up quite a bit. The next day, like they were standing up like crazy. And then I gave them a cut on Monday, and that's really stressed them out. As you can see, they ain't looking too great. You can see it's already thinned it out quite a bit through here, and they are just turning. So, as I mentioned, we'll do a follow-up application, probably, it'll be next week, middle of next week. I'll do a follow-up application at a little bit of a higher rate with the same product. The John Deere mower that I'm using, the walk behind, the 22 SL. So I've had a bit of time setting this up now, and I'm loving how easy it is to set your height of cut. So you see this bar just here in the middle? This actually joins both sides together of the roller so we can set the height at the same time. So it'll adjust both rollers at the same time. Now if you want to get fiddly, you can take this off and obviously adjust each side individually, but that is a game changer. It is so good. And the way you can adjust the reel to bed knife is just with these little things that spin on the top here as well, which they are like simple as. Once you get used to it, it's absolutely great. Really clean cut on this thing though. So we're gonna give it a run for its money today on the green. It's set at the same height as the Toro was at 7 mil. Gonna treat myself today. We're gonna mow without those white turning bits of cardboard on the green because it's nearly filled in on the edges. We're not really gonna collect any sand and drag it onto the green or any seed until I overseed again, which I'm gonna do later in the week. But just gonna treat myself with this mow, really enjoy it. Let's see how much we get off. Gonna give it a single cut, then we'll get into top dressing as well. That mower is a lot smoother on that green than it was when I first cut on the green. I find it does not bounce around as much as the Toro either. Not that the Boratoro is really bouncing, but I think there must be a little bit more weight with this Mara or something, because it just comes across the surface a lot smoother. My Toro that I do have is like a 2005 model. This is a new model, but yeah, definitely a lot more comfortable to mow with, and a little bit better on my back just because of the way the handlebars sit. But we got some grass off. Whoa, that's the most we've got off in ages. Holy dooly, and it's definitely set to 7mm. Both mowers were. That's with my Accu gauge, so they're both definitely exactly the same height of cut. Maybe because there's a little bit more weight, it sits down in the canopy a little bit more, but man, that is beautiful stuff. That is really, really good. It's got some really good grass off there today. Love it. Really need to give this thing a top dress to get this thing now really creeping. I'll probably get a liquid for it tomorrow as well. Not today because we get our sand out today, but the green's looking good. So here it is, the Eco 250. Ew, mate. Beyond excited to start using this thing. Again, shout out to Rob from TurfMate for organising to get this shipped down to me, and the guys obviously at Eco Lawn as well for supplying this to me to use over the next however long we need to use it for. With the greens, fairways, everything. This thing's going to get a workout once a week at the moment anyway with a dusting. This thing's awesome. So I'll show you how it works. Like we'll run it. That's what we'll basically do, but we can adjust how much sand comes out with this little door just here, with this little tool just here. So it's set to close at the moment, but we can open it bit by bit just through increments of clicking that just there. So that's on setting number 1. So we should have a little bit, yeah, there we go. Tiny bit of sand able to pop through now, which is awesome. So it's got like a little conveyor belt system that it runs on, so it pushes the sand to the front. It's also agitated by this little contraption here. I'll show you once it's empty how it looks completely, and it flicks it out almost like a broadcast spreader, which is ideal for dusting. It's going to be a lot quicker. The sand can be a little bit wet as well because it's not a brush system like basically a drop top dresser. It's more of a broadcast one. Really, really good for dusting and these kind of applications that we're going to be doing out here, especially when my sand always seems to be wet. Anyway, let's kick it up. Let's get it running. Let's give it a dust. I forgot how good that thing was, man. That is so quick. Like one full thing did more than the green. I got almost the whole surround done as well, with the dusting obviously. So dusting, since it's so quick for me now, I could probably actually do it twice a week, which is really going to make a difference in this filling in. Now I do have to use the lawn level just to get some of the bits out of the middle, because the sand was still a little bit wet, so it did drop in front of it a tiny bit. Fair enough. Just the way it is. So we'll just quickly run the lawn level across the area there, but it has done such a good job. Like, man, that is quick. So you can see where the light dusting was. It's basically all dropped down below the canopy, which is ideal. That's what a dusting basically is. This is where I've overlapped, and I could probably actually go over the green twice, to be honest. Next time I think I'll go over it twice, because that overlap spot looks really, really good. I might even just open it up a little bit more for the next time. Yeah, that's wherever the overlap is like that. But man, it looks so good. Like super happy I've got that. Well, that's all done now. You can see that's really dropped down nicely down below into the canopy of the grass. You can see the thin spots. We can see the sand, but that is going to help promote a bit of growth in there. So the reason we're doing this, the regular dusting, is 1, to help firm the surface up, 2, to help level it out, because It's a brand new green, and there's always going to be some humps and bumps for the first 12 months and probably even a little bit longer. It's also going to firm the surface up, as I said, which is going to make the ball roll nicer, and it's going to help break down our organic matter as well. So it actually reduces your thatch layer the more and more often you top dress it as well. So great way to get on top of thatch, especially with golf greens. And it's just going to help it withstand traffic as well on top of that. So something that I'm going to be doing regularly during the growing season, especially now I've got that, because it's going to be so quick, whereas before 2 hours is just a little bit too long for me to want to be doing that weekly. So it's going to be awesome. I'm excited. Really enjoyed today. So good to get that Eco top dresser out. Again, shout out to the guys at Eco Lawn. And the guys at Hutchinson Pierce as well for the John Deere. It's fun to get those 2 new bits of equipment out and give them a crack. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Can't wait for this thing to fill in, you guys to see it. And thank you so much for following along on this journey as well, guys. It is awesome. So good to see the green where it's at. It's only gonna get better for me. Right.